Right. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and it's time to take a look at the advanced deck set Amethyst Mandala for the Digimon trading card game. I am here, of course, with the box of Amethyst Mandala, and we have one of my favorite Digimon of all time, the lovely Sakuyamon. And this is actually Sakuyamon Ace. This is her artwork for the Ace form, and I hope we're going to get an alternate artwork of the Ace form with this artwork in the background, because this is beautiful. It's very, very Japanese-centric, oriental. It's just so beautiful with the cherry blossoms and the sakura flowers. It's just so beautiful. I think sakura and cherry blossoms. It's just really beautiful, and I like that attention to detail with it. We also have a lot of attention to detail because we're going to be looking at a lot of all the cards in this set. And this may not be as big of a video as I would like it to be. I'm probably going to keep it under 15 minutes. But I will say I will address the heavy price tag you see right there in the corner. But this deck, I do recommend getting it. In most cases, everyone has screamed, get two. I will advise it if you want to play this competitively. If you just want to play it casual, one is probably all you need. If you want to just start off with the game, one is definitely recommended. I recommend 1, 2 if you want to play more competitive. And then, of course, you can pick up a lot of the extra cards that you like. However, it's funny because most of the cards that people would recommend come in this. It's literally already in here. And every card in this deck is hollow, so you don't have to go hollow searching. Everyone in here is hollow, which is great. This deck is circumvented around the Sakuyamon line. It also features Sakuyamon's tamer, Miss Rika Nanaka, as well. And it just features a really good array of support cards for a Sakuyamon-based deck. Sakuyamon-based decks basically focus on plugins, option cards with a cost of 2 or more, and manipulating Digivolution sets so that you can go into this game with ease. So there's going to be a lot of things in this I highly recommend, and that's basically everything in here. So I've already talked enough about it because I'll talk more after. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So when you open your box, you will receive all of this. It is basically the deck itself, which is right here. Then you'll receive these sleeves. Sorry, they were upside down. These are 60 sleeves with the Digimon Tamers look and logo. This is actually what was used for the blue card in the animated series, where they would scan the card through their Digivice, and then it'll allow their Digimon to Digivolve. There was also like other cards from the game itself that was slashed through and gave abilities and helped them in combat. In addition to that, you also get this paper mat, which features both Sakuyamon and Renamon on it. It's basically just a play mat to teach you how to play the game. On the front, it's going to have both Renamon, who's here on the right, with her new artwork, and Sakuyamon Ace, who's going to be here on the left side, and in the full battle area and everything. And if you turn it around, it'll give you basically all you need to know about the game, what each card is specifically, what it looks like, how to prepare for the game, the memory gauges, everything. And of course, there's like scans and apps and everything you can look for. And they even show you how to play the game and how to read stuff. This is a lot better than, I'll say it now, Digimon is doing a lot better than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, from my experience, Digimon, Pokemon, hell, even One Piece, I believe, has great ways of showing you how to play the card games. Step it up Yu-Gi-Oh! Because simple is easy. And simplistically with rules and everything, you can easily do that. When you open your deck, you will see, of course, a 54 card deck with additional cards. 3 cards that will give you text on, everything you need to know about the game. Keywords and everything. Yeah, look, Konami, this is how you do it in a structure deck. Keywords, key phrases, everything from front to back on all 6 cards. There's also 5 additional cards that you'll get in here as well. They're here in the back. And then the deck itself, which is a set of 4 Digitama plus the main deck itself, which is a total of 50. So just to get the cards that are in here out of the way that we're not really going to be focusing on, we have 2 copies of Dogachamon. We have 2 copies of Grand Galemon, 2 copies of Barbamon, and then the Pipe Fox token and the Yuka no Tama token. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but these 2 do actually focus with the deck because these are the tokens that Sakuyamon herself summons. These are the additional extra cards. I believe these 4 right here have cards coming in the next set to support them. This is just really good for the deck that it's already in, which is the Guardian Vortex Grand Galemon deck. So I believe this is the ultimate level. Yeah, because Vortexmon, I believe, is the champion. Or Grand Galemon is the ultimate. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I haven't done a deck profile on the deck, and I did promise you guys I was going to do one for Guardian Vortex. So forgive me that I have not got into Guardian Vortex. But when I went to the shop to get this deck, this is actually another locals in my area I went to get this from, and they do have both the Ancient Dragon, so Imperial Dramon deck, ST9, and then they also had you know, Grand Gale. I think DFG still has a Grand Gale deck as well. If not, I'll ask Alex if I get the chance. But let's go ahead and go through this because this is what you guys really came to look for. So, what you'll receive in the deck, of course, is D4 Digitama, which are the copy of Vixmon from this set, ST22. Then from there, we have 2 copies of Renamon. 2 copies of Renamon from this lineup. I don't have the art, which has similar artwork to that of the cover with Sakuyamon. Then there is the 4 copies of Kyubimon in this set, the 4 copies of Taomon. Then we get 2 copies of Sakuyamon Ace, and then 2 copies of Sakuyamon Miko Mode. Let's go. Yeah, this is literally your Digimon lineup to start off. 2 copies of Rika Nanaka, and Rika's actually wearing her uniform from the anime from her school. Then we have the plugins. We have Defensive Plugin V, High Speed Plugin H. We do have Amethyst Mandala, the signature attack, one of the signature attacks of Miss Sakuyamon. And then we have the last of the plugins, and that is Defense Plugin F. So these are all your setup cards. Then for your reprints, we have the 2 copies of Renamon from EX2. That's followed by the 4 copies of Renamon from BT17. Then the 4 copies of Kyubimon from BT19. With the 4 copies of Taomon from BT17. 2 copies of Taomon Ace from BT19, and did I say 4 copies? 2 copies, and then 2 copies of Sakuyamon X from EX8, and then 4 copies of Rika Nanaka from BT19. Then 2 copies of Yellow Scramble and 2 copies of Physical Training. That's literally everything that you get in this deck, in addition to the additional cards that I showed you previously. So yeah, this is it. This is your lineup. This is everything that you get in the starter deck. I am very happy about all of this. I did say in my previous video, all the cards, the abilities. I think, honestly and truthfully, this is going to be an amazing set. I'm going to say it now. We're going to see this deck top. We're going to see people play this deck. They're going to do extremely well. I am not a competitive player. It's something I wanted to address too, because I had a comment on one of my last videos that said, oh, I think you should pick up 2 decks because you're not going to be able to just run it off of one. Sorry, you don't know exactly how much of the effort that I'm going to be putting into this deck. And just because I don't show it on camera doesn't mean I don't have, put the effort into it. I'm going to enjoy every part of this deck. And if I do decide to get a second one, I will. But from what you see in front of you, probably the only thing I want is maybe... I already have Physical Trainings. I already have Yellow Scrambles. So it'd probably just be copies of Sakuyamon X and Renamon X that are not included in this. honestly, everything here I basically have and now have. If I wanted extra Renamon from this, I'll just get 2 more Renamon. That's literally it. And honestly, it's still a fabulous deck. You have your your tamers, you have your setup, you have your build up, you have a lot of your offensive and defensive cards. This is probably one of my favorite starter decks out of all of them, and it's been a while. There's been many of starter decks, many of advanced decks, and I literally love this. Not just because it's Sakuyamon, who's one of my favorite Digimon, but literally because it has everything that you need in it. And if you're playing Digimon or you want to start playing Digimon, I highly recommend it, especially if you're coming back into it because of Sakuyamon, or you like the fact that this is a bit cheaper than most of the options that are currently going around in the game. This is honestly one of the things I would pick. It may be a cheap pick, but it's still a very good pick. It has all your reprints, it has your staples, it has everything that you need, and if you don't already have it. And I highly recommend it. If I also would say, because spoilers, I will have a discussion video on Mastemon and what my plans are for Mastemon when they come, coming forward. But honestly, truthfully, if you're interested in another lineup of deck, Sakuyamon is my highest recommendation because it's easy to pick up. You're going to be able to manipulate things into it. You're just going to have fun with it. The other thing that I will say is that I cannot speak on competitive scenes, but I've watched a lot of, you know, Digimon focused content, and a lot of them are going to basically enjoy this. So please, with all means, go ahead, get this, pick this up, have fun, and let me know what you feel about it. Honestly, let me know what you feel about Sakuyamon deck. Do you think it's worth the investment? Because I give it the 5 out of 5. I really do. And I think, honestly, between maybe just picking up 2 copies, we'll be fine. Here's the big thing, though, that I do want to also address, is the price tag. If you didn't see it earlier, here, I'll show you how much I had to retail it for. $36.99. I spent literally $40.76 for this deck. No, legit, I did. $40.76 for this deck. And that's literally because it was the only store in the area that I could go get this from. They did have multiples of these, I will say that. So I don't know when Target's going to have their distribution. I don't know if Best Buy's picking these up. And I don't know if GameStop is picking these up. But I did go to those in my local area. None of them had them upon the day of release. I don't know if they're going to have it maybe tomorrow or by the end of the week. And I did also go through my locals as well. DFG does not have the Amethyst Mandalas yet. They're probably not going to get them till whenever the shipment comes. They don't know. Because I did speak to Alex, and Alex said he doesn't know. He never got a full explanation of what's going to be in the next shipment for them. But he said if he hears anything, he'll let me know. But I've already spent the 40, so I wasn't trying to spend 40. I think the most I wanted to spend was maybe 35, which is a little bit above the market value. Because the MSRP is 30, well, $29.99, but turfs and scalping and all that type of situation probably into this. And for anybody who knows, like, not trying to stop business or anything, but God tends to extend on product, and definitely overprice it. But I had to get it. I got it. At least one. So will it be beneficial in the long run? Oh, hell yeah. It's just, Jesus Christ, I did not expect myself to spend $40. I really didn't. But I spent $40. Don't worry, I still have funds, and I did get paid next week. So I will be perfectly fine. And don't worry, I have food, everything, my bills that need to be paid are paid, my rent's paid. So all that is good. But with that said, I want to wrap up the video here. So let me know if you guys have picked up this advanced deck in the comment section below. I'm going to be spending the next couple of hours and stuff building up a deck, getting everything ready, and then hopefully having that ready to showcase. So with that said, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content. Socials are in the description box below. And I'll catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.